The coldest winter anyone could remember. One December night in 1940, Lieutenant Gillet was sleeping in the Vauban barracks in Besançon when he was woken with an order to report immediately to the gates. Medical Officer Gillet was one of the French soldiers whom the Germans had captured in their advance across France 6 months earlier, which culminated in the humiliating armistice signed by Marshal Pétain. Of these prisoners, 20,000 were sent to the Vauban barracks, and from there, not long before that freezing December night, transferred to Germany on foot. Only 100 or so French soldiers would remain in Besançon, along with a few English stragglers who didn't make it to the Dunkirk beaches in time. Hence the scene that Gillet encountered when he arrived at the barracks entrance after midnight. 500 women, plagued by cold, hunger and thirst, walking through the heavy snow towards the immense Napoleonic structure of the barracks, dogs nipping at their heels and German soldiers prodding them with their rifles. They were British women, or the wives of Britons, citizens of the Commonwealth or the Empire, many accompanied by young children or aging relatives in need of assistance. That terrible scene represented just one of the many dark pages in the history of the German occupation of France. Nearly 4,000 alien enemies across all of France were arrested in 1 week and deported to wretched barracks in the northeast, with no heat, no bathrooms, and scarcely any food, in the middle of one of the century's coldest winters. Gillet would soon discover that they hadn't had anything to eat or drink in 3 days. He and the other medical officers had to set to work immediately. Amrit was among those arrested that week. As I had told Bubbles, she was seized by the gendarmerie from her apartment in the 16th arrondissement on the 8th of December. However, when I began researching the internment camp where she was held prisoner for 5 months, I realized that none of the people I asked, friends, writers, historians, journalists, or diplomats, had ever heard of that prison camp where hundreds of people had lost their lives in the first month alone. Even